What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and we discovered another secret. I've been talking to you guys about Finesse move, and once EA Sports dropped that NFL playoff promo, we've been very active on Twitter talking about certain things as far as the players. Danielle Hunter has been added with a 99 Finesse move. We've added, what's the other dude's name from the 49ers that went off sides in the Kansas City? Oh yeah, D Ford, bro. Yeah, 99 Finesse move. These dudes are running around like savages. John Randall, we're going to go ahead and we're going to dictate exactly how you should be using them in game. All levels. Like I said, guys, this is just like a little bit more food for thought. A lot of you guys think that the brute strength is where it's at. As I get dotted right here, I don't know what I was doing. I clicked on the Ronnie Lott. Run it for 6. Just run it for 6, bro. Pick my mom's up when you're done with it too. But don't worry about that. It's all good because that play right there, that was just letting me know what kind of guy this was. He wants to come out and run play action and just throw the ball blindly. So this game is going to be pretty hilarious. Now, I want you to understand what I'm doing right here. I'm doing a couple of tests. This is a weekend league game. We're working on different defenses. On the right side of your screen, that is D Ford, one-on-one. I only sent 3, but all 3 of these guys are 99 Finesse move, right? No contains, just regular blitz angles. All right, they're just doing regular blitz angles. I want you to watch what happens to the right side when he rolls out of the pocket, because typically what happens is if you have a power guy, he'll still try to get around. Watch what, do you see how D Ford just immediately gets that release? That's something that is very unique, specifically to Finesse move players. Now, Michael Strahan would have never done that in a million years, and that's because of his archetype. All right, so now look, same thing, right? Now I'm gonna blitz everybody. Okay, you'll see immediately, just look at your screen and focus, right? I have, this is actually one of my my other blitzes with nickel defense. So I have D Ford and I have Danielle Hunter on the D line, just like going crazy with LT on the outside and Patrick Willis. Watch what happens on the right side and the left. You see what happens? Somehow, some way, one of them are going to get free because the inside is filled with guys with finesse moves. Again, now this guy's like, you know what? I'm better than this guy. I'm going to go for it in 5 wide. Immediately, he's screaming, right? The reason for that screaming action is because the finesse move guys don't like dig in. Like they're not trying to power rush and run straight down and grab a dude by his collarbone. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to do that. They're trying to spin off immediately. So the linemen have to take a chance and figure out which way they want to attack it. So if you play someone that doesn't have, you know, decent linemen, they just stand there, which is probably a glitch in the game. I don't know exactly, because with the way my linemen are set up, they're set up as more of a you know, a run blocking type core. They don't ever just stand there. Like pretty much my O-line, right? If you're sending everybody, if it's a certain type of glitchy blitz, they'll just stand there. They'll be like, all right, just come in and sack my quarterback. But for the most part, if you are, you know, if you're blitzing me and I know that the blitz is coming and I maybe ID a person here, ID a person there, they'll actually stand there and they'll block it. They'll never just do what this guy is doing, because like I said, I don't know exactly what he's doing with his pass protection or whatever's going on, but you can see Kevin Green is coming off the edge. Somebody is always screaming off the edge. Now right here, he's just gonna run right through you know, Danielle Hunter real quick. He ran right through his body. There's nothing you can do with that. People are gonna break runs like that, but overall, I didn't feel that he was going to come out and run the ball right there, so the defense wasn't ready for it. That's fine. Oh, and then he did this. This really infuriated me. For those of you guys that know what that is, write it in the comments. I'm not going to tell you what the celebration is called. You guys should know at this point if you've been watching my videos. That right there, when you hit me with that, bro, now I'm done. Now I'm out for blood. Like, now it's all vengeance. But anyway, like I said, we understand that with the run game, certain times people are going to break big runs regardless of the run defense that you pick, even if you have a really good run defense. You know, typically 3-4 bear, 3-4 odd, you know, things of that nature. Even the 4-4, people are going to break big runs at some point in the game because that's the way the game is designed. But we can minimize it and make them have to work for it. Like, that's pretty much what the objective is. The ideal situation, though, is that your opponent comes out and wants to pass, because the finesse moves, I'm telling you right now, no matter what is going on, the finesse moves are going to be a major issue for anybody's offensive line, because they just do whatever they want. Look, if you rush 3, they'll still get in. It doesn't really matter. And I'm going to show you that again later in the game when he runs play action. I'm going to send 3. Not that I knew he was going to, you know, run play action, but I'm going to send 3 later because I wanted to experiment. I think we're going to have to go to another game because this guy's going to have enough very soon. So I had to actually break it down into 2 different games, because what happens is once they realize that you have a certain type of defense, most players are not going to want to stay for the action. which is why I'm telling you that if you build your defensive line accordingly with speed rushers, with the high finesse moves, typically 99, because like I said, I have 3 guys right now with 99 finesse move, it definitely makes a difference. You see how fast he's throwing the ball? He's not throwing that ball that fast because he wants to. Like right here, look. You see what Danielle Hunter does? You see what he does? That's a 3-man rush. And he's just going to come in and just sack him. It doesn't matter who his O-line is. It doesn't matter what's going on. And then what happens is, now that I know he wants to run the ball, I'm playing the run a lot better now. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm looking at it like, all right, you know what? That doesn't make any sense what he's doing. So let's take a look at what's going on. If you look on the right side, you immediately notice that Kevin Green is about to just run right in, right? That's not the way it started. He just immediately just broke off, and now he's going to come straight in because that's what they do with the high finesse move. Now, Kevin Green obviously doesn't have 99 finesse move, but he's a low-key glitch because he's also a person with 49er chem, so he gets up to 88 speed right now with that level of a card. So that's really, really good. For those of you guys that are looking for like budget cards, you can still get Kevin Green relatively cheap. I'm not saying that you have to have the 49er chemistry. I'm just saying with the 49er theme team with the +1 speed, it just makes him that much more OP. Now, in the 3-4, we keep him on the outside, and we put Patrick Willis on the inside as a middle linebacker. With nickel, we put Patrick Willis on the outside because he has crazy block shed and crazy speed. So all he has to do is just get lucky on the block shed, and everything is getting blown up in the backfield. Like, that's all that's going to happen. So the mixture of the players, that's what's going to generate the pressure. You just have to understand what you're dealing with each time. You got to know where your personnel is. You're going to probably have to end up getting a D4. Like what, you see this right here? That's in 3-4. And you can see coverages everywhere, and dudes are still screaming because the inside players are Danielle Hunter and D4. You see what I'm saying? And then the D tackle is John Randall. All 99 finesse move. Now, in here, that's my nickel defense. I get dotted because, you know, obviously if you don't have lurker, you're getting dotted. But you see the instant pressure? Do you see the way that they're coming straight in? He has to make a read immediately. And some of these cases, I'm only sending 5. Some cases, I'm going to send 6. But for the most part, I was sending 5. And dudes are just screaming off the edge. I'm adjusting which zone I want to put somebody in. It's very, very simple, though. All right? In nickel, you don't need to use the slower guys. Right there, he's just throwing a slant. He doesn't know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, bro, I'm going to hike the ball. I'm going to close my eyes and throw the ball. And that's pretty much what he's going to do. That's his scheme. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to start playing a little bit of different things in a second. Right there, he just got scared, just threw the ball. He doesn't know what's going on. Right here, okay, is he running? Okay, he's running 5 wide. You can pretty much see that you're not going to have a lot of time if your opponent wants to pass. And for those of you guys that were asking about, you know, what should you do against bunch and stuff like that, even if they do like that little thing where they double team your outside player, you'll notice that if guys with high finesse move will create pressure on that same side that they want to roll out to. In any case, if you want to make sure you stop anything with rollouts, just blitz a lot of people. And make sure you have, you know, zones back there. Don't play man, just play zones. This is him hiking the ball, trying to get it off. You see how people are just walking right in? That's pretty much what happens. Lawrence Taylor is not, he's not a speed rusher. But the guy right next to him, who's Danielle Hunter, is you know, he's a low-level speed rusher, finesse move specialist. That dude is creating havoc. Oh, right to his mom's crib. Yo, that's exactly how we gonna walk. Just stop it though. Y'all don't need to see how we gonna walk to his mom's crib. But that's the insight that I wanted to give you guys, because you were asking like, yo, Gmi, you're gonna show us the proof of what you're talking about with your theory of the finesse moves, and this is it. Now, I won 23 games in Weekend League this week with this roster right here, and one of my losses was a disconnect that I tweeted out, and then one, I just got beat down completely. The reason for the loss that I had was that this dude was running a very, very unique rushing offense, and I think it was like the first time that I've seen it. So he was able to get away with the win right there. But ideally, that one loss made the team better. Why is it not showing my score? Well, what's going on? Is this a glitch right here? What's happening right now? I didn't even realize that my score wasn't showing right there. But it doesn't really matter. But ideally, you were able to see how fast pressure just, you see that? He's trying to run a screen, right? And dudes are just running directly in. There's literally nothing that he can do, because as soon as the ball is snapped, they're making like a spin, they're making a finesse, they're doing some type of move. And then that's causing your other players on the outside, Patrick Willis like 95, 96 speed, and Lawrence Taylor 92 speed, screaming off the edge, taking advantage of the inside players. So ideally, you want to have your core defensive linemen have as much finesse move as possible. And yes, you can start to power up players and not have the full player while you continue to grind if you are a no money spent player. You don't need to have the full player to go. I just want you to know that the archetype of the speed rushers are really, really good against the run and the pass. So if I were you, I would look into doing that and let me know. Give me your feedback if you guys have started to design your team in a similar fashion. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. I hope you're enjoying your day. Shout out to all the troops around the country that are protecting our freedoms. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You have an unbelievable day. Until next time, one love, y'all.